Hi, Dr. Huntington here with the 100 facts you need to know about type 2 diabetes. Now in this video, we're going to look at 2 of the reasons why grains are problematic for those with type 2 diabetes. In fact, grains can be problematic for non-diabetics as well. Okay, so when we say grains, we're talking about wheat and rice, oats and corn, barley and buckwheat, millet, sorghum, quinoa, and a bunch of the lesser common or lesser known grains. And of course, any products that are made from these grains, such as breads and pastas and pitas, and pretzels and tortillas and couscous, crackers, and lots of other snack foods. Now, here are 2 of the problems you can run into with grains. First is gluten and some of the other proteins that many of these grains contain. And I'm not just talking about people with celiac disease, because there are many people that are not celiac, but are sensitive to gluten or the other proteins in these grains. In fact, my colleagues and I have seen so many positive tests for sensitivity to gluten that I would not be surprised if well over 50% of people have some degree of sensitivity to it. And of course, the problem is not the positive test result, it's what these proteins actually do. Many of these grains contain proteins that are gut irritants, which can cause an inflammatory response. This irritation can also cause the gut to become permeable. And this permeability is a problem because now you have things such as undigested food, bacteria, viruses, and other non-food particles that are not supposed to get into your bloodstream. Now, I'll kind of show you what I mean. I've got a very rudimentary diagram here of a person. The food goes in. Of course, it then heads through the digestive tract. This is my digestive tract here. And you can see there's all kinds of stuff in it. I just named a bunch of things that are in there. You've got your food, there's bacteria, there's viruses, there's probably other stuff we don't even want to think of that have gotten into our digestive tract somehow. And gut permeability is this. Only digested food is supposed to make its way into the rest of the body. But when the gut becomes permeable, caused by gluten or other proteins that act similar to gluten on the gut, what can happen is you end up with these spaces or holes, and either undigested food particles or bacteria or viruses literally can get right into the body. So this gut permeability seems to be at the root of several problems. For example, there are studies linking gluten or celiac disease to autoimmune conditions. And there is also evidence that gluten damages your gut biome. That's the bacteria inside your body that is vital for proper immune function and overall good health. These proteins may also be related to brain symptoms, such as brain fog or dementia, or even depression. All right, so if you're not ready to start limiting your grain consumption yet, let's look at the other problem with grains. They are almost all high in the glycemic index. That means they are going to convert easily into sugar once you eat them. Now, if you're diabetic, or if you were worried about diabetes, the last thing you want to do is eat foods that will raise your blood sugar. And when you consider the rather meager nutritional value of grains as a group, and all that we've just covered in terms of the damage that it can cause, the question arises, why eat them? I mean, you certainly need the fiber and the vitamins and minerals and other nutrients, but you can get all those from vegetables. Of course, both vegetables and grains are carbohydrates. But of these 2 carbohydrates, vegetables are the ones that should dominate. All right, start swapping out those grains for veggies. Thanks for watching.